Americans have a love affair with the home run. Because of that, it seems likely that some athletes have damaged their bodies and compromised their integrity to seek the home run and the fame and big contracts the home runs seem to offer. All the while, it seems likely that some owners turned the other way just to fill their stadiums. How are we like that? How do we damage ourselves, compromise our integrity, turn our heads just to fill our own stadiums, so to speak? And why? Why did this man in today's gospel say, I'm going to tear down my barns and build bigger ones for myself? I think that he was looking for security. He thought to himself, okay, once I get these bigger barns built and I fill them, then I will be able to enjoy the security that I've earned. And I think we do it for the same reason. We work too many hours, all caught up in the idea that somewhere I can get enough money, I can be popular enough, or I do spend so many hours on my looks, so that all these things I do, I am trying to build up for myself some sort of security. I think if I have enough people that like me, or maybe if I do everything just right, or maybe if I build up enough security around my house, my home, I'll be able to be secure. The so-called American dream even seems to suggest that the American dream is what? That we have enough money that we don't have to need anybody else. Then we will be secure. Because of our greed for security, how many of us work too many hours, spend too much time on how we look, are so anxious about what others think of us, turn our heads rather than say the harsh word, the challenging word, I mean, all thinking that in that there is some security that we can find. And today's scriptures say to us, vanity. All of that is vanity. We are looking for something that does not exist. Jesus is exquisitely clear in his words in today's gospel. To the man who builds the barns to get his security, Jesus says, here's the word of God to you this night. You fool. This very night, your life will be required of you. Then to whom will all of this stored up security go? Jesus says there is no such security. And in case we didn't catch it with his words, we can see it in his life. Look at him. Does that look like somebody who believed in trying to make himself secure? There is someone who says there is no security. He said it with his words. He said it with his life. And my brothers and sisters, I am convinced that we will keep being greedy unless we come to truth with the fact that there is no way that we can make our lives secure. The barns that we build, so to speak, are just a quick fix, a temporary reprieve, but it won't last. And as stark as it sounds, and I know this sounds very stark, as stark as it sounds to say there is no security to be found, I hope it's also freeing for us. to free us from the idea that if I just could make more money, or if I could just build a bigger house, or if I could just get more people to like me, or whatever it is we base our security upon, if I could just get this grade point average, if I could just make that team, it could free us from the delusion and the resultant anxiety that comes from searching after a security that does not exist. All of that just leaves us more and more anxious. And knowing that there is no such security, I hope not only frees me from anxiety, but also frees me to focus on what does last. Who are we without the barns that we build? What does last? What really matters? What can we count on? People might word it differently, but here's how I would say it. There are for me two things only that I can count on. One, that I am loved. And two, that I can love. That's it. That's it. Everything else will get stripped away from me. Everything else. That's it. I am loved. You are loved. Now, we can't even always remember that, though, can we? But it's still true. And sometimes that love will come to us in ways we didn't expect it to. And sometimes after periods of great darkness. But whether or not we're able to always remember it, it is true that we are loved. We can stand on that. We are loved. We are precious. We are loved. And two, we can love. No one can take that from us. No situation can rob us of our power to love. No poverty, no hardship, no loss. Nothing can take away that from us. Those things last. There is no security in the world, but I am loved, and I can love. Last night, Barry Bonds tied Hank Aaron's home run record. When he breaks the record, I suspect that for many, it will feel somewhat like an empty victory. Of course, like the owners who turned their heads, Barry Bonds is just a symptom, not the cause of this delusion. He's one more example of the false security that we all tend to seek. And when we spend our days worrying about building security for ourselves, no matter the records we reach, the money we amass, the accolades we accumulate, the barns we build, it is for us as well a hollow victory.
Big Al. Big Al. What are you doing, Big Al? Push-ups, push-ups. One-armed. Good thing, huh? Better, those are better. Okay, good. Big Al, if you don't mind me asking, why are you doing push-ups? Be strong. Oh, you want to be strong? Okay. It's good to take care of our bodies. And why do you want to be so strong? Babe magnet. Be a babe magnet. Well, Big Al, that would certainly be a dumb thing to base a relationship on. There's more what? The best. Oh, you want to be the best athlete, huh? Famous. Ah, Big Al. None of those things last. Now, Big Al. First of all, it's good that you take care of your body. We've got to eat well and exercise. That's important. But even the strongest don't stay the strongest forever. Even the best looking, like me, like you, yeah, that will go away. And being famous, that never lasts. Darn, yeah. What does? What does last, Big Al? I think that's the question. What lasts? Better think. Bye. And boys and girls, I think it is the question. What lasts? What do you think lasts?